Okay, my name is Neil Hutchinson, and I'm hosting the third talk in the webinar series on Two Worlds, Best of Two Worlds. I'm hosting it really with three other speakers presenting the bulk of the material. I've been working across the country with Indigenous people, Inuit and Dene mostly for the past 20 years as a consultant. And I've brought three of my colleagues together who have all got unique experiences working on Best of Two Worlds type projects. Richard Nesbitt is with Hutchinson Environmental Sciences, the company that I founded, and we started talking to Inuit in Kivalliq region of Nunavut on the One Voice message, which connects Inuit Kwayamanga Tuangik, which is traditional Inuit knowledge, with Western science, trying to come up with better descriptions of the aquatic environment and the value of drinking water to the Inuit that could be translated into requirements for water quality for mining companies to reach. So Richard did a whole series of interviews talking to people about where it is they like to go to find the best water, whether it's to drink or to make tea, and then setting about characterizing that through their verbal descriptions of it, coupled with our Western science measurements of the water quality there. Next up is Dr. Brenda Parlee from the University of Alberta, who I met about 20 years ago on a diamond mine environmental assessment panel. She's now a professor at the University of Alberta and has been working extensively with the Dene Nation in the Northwest Territories, tracking changes in the Mackenzie River watershed, which, as you can appreciate, is a huge watershed subject to all kinds of stresses, from power dams in British Columbia to oil sands development in Alberta, to flooding and changes in the river flow from climate change, as well as other industrial developments. So she's working with the Dene people on tracking the changes through their own observations and what they've seen. The Northwest Territories is also unique in that they've designed a community-based monitoring program where community members are collecting Western science data as well and coupling that with their own observations. Finally, we are going to have a representative yet to be finalized from Ontario, working with the Indigenous people, First Nations in Ontario, generally around resource development projects and where Indigenous knowledge has added benefits to the projects, both in interpretation and perhaps in changing project plans for the better. So these are three case studies, as opposed to our other speakers, which are taking a whole hour to talk about a larger topic. Here we're crunching down into three case studies of very specific examples of what we've learned by working together. So I really hope you can join us on February 9th at 4 o'clock for our case studies on working with traditional knowledge in Western science eyes. Thank you. Hope to see you then.